I read a lot and I'm a Black woman. So this book I definitely had to grab. It's called The Strong Black Woman: How a Myth Endangers the Physical and Mental Health of Black Women. And this book is by Marita Golden. I'm going to read an excerpt from this book and I'm going to allow you guys to read along with me. I'm going to keep the passage up. If you are a Black woman, I'm sure that this next passage will resonate with you. You know someone like this. This person might be you. But what I want to do with my platform is help us focus on stepping back a little bit, not taking on so much. So I'm going to jump into this. I'm going to read this passage and you can read along. Depression, anxiety, they have haunted the margins of Yvonne's life. Her mother, she says, worked a lot. As a, as a registered nurse working two jobs, a wife, and a mother to three children, her plate was full. There was the stress of a marriage in which Yvonne says, I saw my parents argue, heard the whispers through the bedroom walls, arguments over the recurring problems over and over, problems that never seemed to get solved. Her natural tendency to shelter her emotions were reinforced. It was ingrained in me not to talk back to adults. There wasn't much open conversation with my mother, and I didn't feel I could bring problems to her. Whatever was bothering me, I had to live with and move on. Like when my parents went through a rough patch, I felt like my mother was the one really suffering. She stuck it out. She finally, no, she put the family first. Then one night, coming home from one of her two jobs, Yvonne's mother, Yvonne's mother's car veered off the road and hit a tree. She was killed instantly. All evidence pointed to driver fatigue as the cause of the fatal crash. But, as was now habit, no one talked about all that. Then her father did something unexpected. Despite his own history of depression, or maybe because of it, or because of his wife's death, had opened something in him until then had been sealed. He got the family into grief counseling. And I'm going to stop the reading right there. What Yvonne learned just with interactions with her parents or non interactions as far as being with her dad is that we are to keep our emotions bottled up. We see that women are just supposed to give and give and give. We see what happens when women give and give and give. But what we also know is that some women just don't have a choice. When you have three mouths to feed, you don't have a choice but to go. And so, this is where I want us to step back, create the boundaries, understand how much food kids eat, understand how much it costs, understand how much energy it takes to give to these people. Boundaries could save your life. Like, comment, share.